Machida, the most elusive fighter in the game right now. Not only is he just a weirdo out there, but knockout power, sick style. I mean, the guy's amazing. I mean, amazing athlete. And then you got Weidman, just the all-American badass. I mean, the guy beat Anderson twice. The thing that interests me about this fight is we haven't seen a lot from Weidman in a while. You know, he knocked out Munoz pretty quick, you know, second round. And then, you know, his fights with Anderson have just been weird. I mean, just weird fights where, you know, the first fight, he was kind of, you know, it took him down, but then he kind of started getting hit a little bit, and then all of a sudden he knocked him out. And then this last time out, checked a leg kick and put him out. I mean, don't get me wrong. Weidman is undoubtedly the champion, and he deserves it. Beat Anderson twice. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. But it's kind of weird. We haven't seen too much from him. Machida, 5 rounds with Mousasi, who's, in my opinion, the most underrated guy in the division. Mousasi's as tough as it gets. You know, went 5 rounds with him, starched Munoz with a head kick. We've seen a lot from Machida in his last 3 fights, but we haven't seen a ton from Weidman. But I got to go with Weidman. I think the guy is just, you beat Anderson Silva twice. How can you not be in a groove where you're going to go on a long run of being undefeated? I mean, even if you're at a tough point in a fight, even if Weidman's down and out against Machida, all he's got to say is, I beat Anderson Silva twice. I can beat this guy. You know what I mean? So I see Weidman winning that fight, and then I see us seeing Anderson Silva versus Machida after Machida loses the title.
Again on this one, Chris Weidman, a wrestler and a local Long Island guy, so I gotta root for my guy. I think Weidman can get the takedown, but Lyoto or Machida is a good striker, you know, so it could go that way. And he's like he gets you lured in and coming forward, and then he comes back.
Chris Weidman, I think he's a stud. Obviously, you know, I kind of teammates through Henzo and Matt Serra and everything. You know, I trained alongside him a couple times. Machida is very tough to deal with. It's tough to prepare for. I don't really think there's many sparring partners you can bring in that are like Machida, but Chris is just very well rounded. Obviously, he could, you know, he's got very heavy hands, and his wrestling is top notch, and his jiu-jitsu game is very good too. So he doesn't have any holes. So you know, I'm obviously going to go with Chris on that one. I'm going to say submission. I'm going to go submission with this one.
Chris Weidman's been on a tear, you know, so has Lyoto Machida. Man, after he just had surgery and stuff, so. I'm going to have to go with Machida on this one. I think Machida might pull off the upset and be the new middleweight champion. You know, he's been on a tear lately, and his orthodox, you know, might be able to throw Chris Weidman off. So I think Machida might pull this one off.
Machida is such a hard guy to train for, prepare for. But once again, I'm going to go with my American. I'm a patriot. I want to see Weidman win that fight. I think Machida is a very hard person to prepare for, but I have Weidman winning that fight.
I'm taking Machida on that. He's going to be the 185 champ, man. The guy's so unpredictable. He's got that awkward karate style. He's going to do a lot of stuff Weidman hasn't seen. And coming down to 85, he's a different animal. He's a beast at 85.
If Weidman can get him to the ground, definitely Weidman. But the thing about Machida is he moves so much, and he got really good takedown defense. So I don't know if he can keep on moving 5 rounds. I don't know how Weidman cardio going to be all 5 rounds. But yeah, that one right there is a toss-up. I mean, if Weidman can take him down, yes, Weidman. But if Machida could keep on moving, sticking them, I think Machida got that fight.
Machida and Weidman, I can't wait for that fight. That's the fight I'm watching. Stylistically, that's a great fight. Machida, I think Machida will be able to defend his takedowns just because I've seen his takedown defense in the past when he fought Jones, and he has good takedowns. And Weidman has a bad habit of coming forward with all the strikes, looking for that knockout like he did to Hall, like he did to Silva. And the thing about Machida doesn't fight like that. Machida fights with his hands up and he parries punches. So I think if he does that to Machida, he'll have a bad day. Machida will clip him, win the fight. Prediction for that one, Weidman gets him down, Weidman wins, but I'd go with my boy Machida. I like Machida.
I mean, that's fantastic. I've been a Machida fan for a long time, and you know, I got to see, you know, Weidman is from New York, not too far from me, and you know, he just seems like a prodigy in everything he does. So, you know, I like Machida to win, but Weidman's never given me any stipulation of losing in anything, so I have to go with Weidman on that one.
I love Lyoto, and you know, I like what's his name, Weidman too. But I gotta stay true to the striker, man. You know, whenever a matchup is like that, striker wrestler, I gotta stay true to the striker. And you know, I like Lyoto, but it's gonna be a tough fight, man. Weidman kind of like he put up the two biggest upsets back to back ever in MMA history, so it's hard to go against that guy, you know. And the thing is that if he can't get down, get Lyoto to the ground, which I think he will be able to, it might be a rough night for Lyoto.
That one's a tricky one. That one's a coin flip. I don't know. I'd say Weidman just because he's a champ right now. But I don't know. Machida's style is tricky. We'll see how they approach it because Weidman seems like he's just like phenomenal right now. But yeah, I'll say Weidman.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Uriah Faber, UFC lightweight champ Anthony Showtime Pettis.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.